everyone, it's Jessica, and today I'm bringing you a gigantic e.l.f. haul. You guys know my channel is deeply rooted in e.l.f. I have so many e.l.f. products that I absolutely love and I do reviews and demos with. Most of my face today is done with these e.l.f. products I'm about to show you. I've realized I don't have, I've got tons of e.l.f., but I actually don't have enough to do a completely full face, which I thought was kind of interesting. So I use as much as I could. I'm about to show you guys like an insane amount of products, but I have been so blessed. e.l.f. sent me all of these just for consideration for me to do with whatever I please. I could show them, I could not show them, I can, it's not like they're paying me to show this or anything. So just know, as always, I'm always unbiased and I'm gonna tell you straight whether I like them or not. And there are tons of e.l.f. products that I don't like. So if you'd like, I can link my e.l.f. videos I've done where I've done like best and worst of e.l.f. products, because there are some that I would say avoid, but then there are some that I'm like, how are these only $3 or $1? So definitely check it out below and let's go ahead and get into it. Let's start with some of their lip products they sent. They sent me 3 of their e.l.f. matte lip colors and I'm wearing one today. Today I'm wearing Wine. And what I actually really like the packaging of these. They remind me of like the NARS ones that come like this. And they are really matte, but they're comfortable. And it's a really small bullet style. So you can almost line your lips with it and then color it in, and that's why I love it. And for me, since I travel a lot and I've got my honeymoon to France coming up, I am definitely thinking about packing one of these because for a vampy lip, I really like this, and I think it's amazing in the fall or anytime. I wear this year round, I don't care. But I love these so much, and I want to get like the whole line because these are absolutely incredible, but I really liked Wine. They also sent Fuchsia, which is like this bright pink color, and then they also sent Cranberry, which is like a little bit more muted. If you'd like me to do swatch videos and reviews of any of these things you see today, let me know. There's so many that I can't swatch them all, and I know some of you guys are like, no, man, but it would be insane. So just let me know which ones you're the most interested in. So very excited about those. They also sent me a couple of their moisturizing lipsticks. Now, I've tried a few of these. This one is Pink Mink, and it's just like a really light pink, and I've already opened it. They also sent Wink Pink, which looks a little bit more bright, so I'm excited. Some of these, clearly, I've opened and played with, and some I haven't. Very excited about those. I've always heard good things about those, and the ones I've tried really are moisturizing, and yet they last for quite a while, so I've always been impressed with those. They also sent me, and this, since I have, I think, the whole line, I am gonna do a swatch and review video on all of these soon. These are their mineral lipsticks, and they come in little white packages, but the actual container is black like most e.l.f. products, and they have a cute e.l.f. thing on top. So I got a ton of these, and I will insert a picture right now so you can see all the different ones. I will definitely do a video on these, like I said, because I have so many. But the shades they sent, let me read them, are Nicely Nude, Beautiful Berry, Party Pink, Rosy Tan, Royal Red, Runway Pink, and Rich Raspberry. So a ton of those. I'm really excited to mess with those. I haven't even tried those on yet, so very excited. I'm gonna say very excited a lot. I'll try not to. Okay, so now everything else is gonna be kind of in random order because I've been using it, and I'll tell you what I'm wearing too. So they sent a few of their brushes. They sent their contouring kabuki brush. Now I've done a video and demo with their ultimate kabuki brush, which is like more flat. But they sent their contouring kabuki brush, which is kind of similar, where it's like kind of flat-ish, but it really is thick like a kabuki. It's crazy soft, so I'm excited to give that a try. I think this would be, instead of for contouring, I think it'd be better just for bronzing up the face, kind of like the other one is, really. And then they also sent, I didn't know they sold this, the retractable kabuki brush, so it's one of those classic, like I feel like I remember using these when I was a kid. I don't really see the benefit of this because, I get that the bristles are protected and it's nice, so I guess in a purse, but when I travel, I bring like my regular brushes in a cup. So for me, travel-wise, I probably wouldn't use it, but I think this actually, now that I'm saying it, I think it would be good in a purse because it's not gonna get all messed up, so that is pretty nice. Okay, they also sent their Zit Eraser. Now I've used, let me pull it out because I use it all the time. I've been using their acne like little gel with a roller ball for years because it's got salicylic acid, and like right now I've got a breakout there. I always have breakouts on my chin. Anyway, but I was excited to use this because this seems to be a little bit stronger. Like when I put it on this, it got rid of it pretty quick. I like to say it killed it because it did. Like it's not growing, it's like on the downward spiral. Gross, that sounded really gross. Anyway, but this stuff I swear is stronger than the other stuff. So I think I do like this better. This one has like a brush tip that you just brush the acne fighting gel on. So really excited about this. This is definitely something I travel with. Okay, they also sent their eye refresh like roller thing that's really cool to the touch, and it's just kind of like a treatment and it just feels good. I've been using this in the morning when I first wake up the past few mornings. Just like I've got allergies right now, so my eyes are just a little bit puffy when I wake up, and they're, you know, still itchy. And this has been feeling amazing. Just I've been doing it around the whole eye and just like kind of fanning it, and just feels so cool and refreshing. So for that purpose alone, I've been using it and I love it. They also sent actually a couple of the lip exfoliators. Now, when I first did an e.l.f. like best and worst video a long time ago, I said that I hated this, and I did. Because the moisturizing part of this exfoliating stick would wear off and it would just be the exfoliator. But a lot of you guys said, you know, they've kind of reformulated it, and so I'm excited to try it again. Plus, there were a lot of tips you guys gave on, you know, maybe putting on something moisturizing before you even do it, and then it kind of, I don't know. So I'm excited to try this one more time, and maybe I will fall in love with it. I'm sweating. So, ooh, you guys will like these. These are their e.l.f. Prism eyeshadow like palettes. They gave me Sunset and Smoke. Now, part of Sunset I'm wearing today on my lid. So this is like crazy pigmented eyeshadow, and Sunset is quite an appropriate name for these. But let me just show you. I'm wearing this one, this third one in, on my eyes today, and it is insane. And there's not really as much fallout as I would have guessed from these. I would have guessed that it would be a mess, but it's really not. So that's pretty incredible. Let me swatch. So this next one is Smoke. Again, aptly titled because it's got all these deeper colors. I actually haven't even swatched this palette. Ooh. These are more like those jewel tones that you see. It reminds me of a Sonia Kashuk palette that they sell. But I mean, absolutely beautiful. Honestly, you could get these two palettes and kind of be set for a while. You know what I mean? Like, these have all the cool tones and all the warm tones you could need for like crazy pops of color. For me, I can't create an entire look with these. I mean, I could, but it wouldn't be one that I would like. I need like a mixture of some matte, but I think these are really cool additions to my collection. I was actually really excited to get these, and they are absolutely gorgeous. So that is a win. And I think for me, I'd rather have smaller palettes like this to fill in the gaps than like a giant palette that has everything, because I know myself and I know I'm not gonna pull out that big palette, but these I'm more likely to pull out. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have a collection the size that a lot of us have. Okay, they also sent, oh, and I have some of these I haven't opened. They're long-lasting lustrous eyeshadow, and I could not figure out, I've done a video on the e.l.f. smudge pots, which are like their cream shadow, and I was like, are these cream shadows or are they like what am I thinking of? The L'Oreal Infallible shadows that's like a loose powder, but it's kind of pressed. This is, it's a cream. It's like whipped almost. And this, what's this shade? Where does it say the shade? Oh, Soiree. This is like a rosy tone, and these are like crazy pigmented, but they're, here, okay. I know, I'm sorry, I'm like bumbling right now. What I love about these is they're as pigmented as those shadows I just showed you, but there's no chance for fallout at all. So I've really liked, they also sent this gold one in Toast, and I've used this a lot this week just all over my lid before putting on other shadows, because it's the most shimmery base ever, but it doesn't move and there's no fallout. So I'm like, this might be the best addition I've had, because when I want a really, really beautifully sparkly look, you don't want to put sparkle because it ends up everywhere no matter what you do, no matter what base you've got. It just ends up all over the place at the end of the day. But these don't go anywhere because they are cream base. So I have fallen in love. This shade I just showed you is in, well, it must have peeled off. Darn it, but it's more of a silvery. They also sent some deeper colors. So like this one is in Festivity, and it's like a deep purple. Okay, so the next thing they sent was their e.l.f. Pout Perfector, and I've seen a lot of people talk about this. It's in the shade Glow, and I will swatch this for you. It's got a brush tip, and it's just like this insanely sparkly lip gloss. I mean, it's not like a lacquer, I wouldn't say, but in my head, this would be amazing, kind of like that one Revlon one I recently showed, just in the center of your bottom lip, just to perfect your pout, to make it look a little more three-dimensional. you could wear it alone, but I think for my taste, you know, I'm 26 years old, I don't necessarily want that glossy of a look all the time. I mean, from time to time, but I think this is a really cool, almost tool for that purpose. So I really liked that. Today I'm wearing their e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer. They sent me Fair, which is perfect. I know I look a little bit tanner today, but that's just because I did that marathon and I was in the sun. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so this really is nice. I'm wearing it today, and I think it does a really good job of concealing. It's just got a doe foot applicator. You know, it's nothing really to write home about, but I do like it, and it doesn't really budge anywhere, and I mean, it's good. I've tried cheaper ones and even more expensive ones from the drugstore that I've hated, and this one does a really good job. So is it my favorite concealer in the world? No. But is it a really good option? Yes. So here you go. They also sent, and I think this is new, their e.l.f. Exact Lash Mascara. Now you guys know I've been obsessed with the really thin wands, like for getting my lower lashes or just for like almost tight lining. And there's a cosmetic one I love, there's a Maybelline one I love. So I thought this would be good for that purpose. It's a teeny tiny brush, but here's the thing, you guys, it's too tiny. And there's like 3 ridges on it, so I can't really, it's just not really serving any purpose for me. I'm gonna mess with it a little bit. I'm wondering if, as it dries out, if it'll be a little bit better, but it's kind of wet and it's really hard to work with. So in the end, I ended up with it all over my skin, and I was like, this isn't worth it. So I'm gonna try it out a few more times, but it hasn't been a favorite for me. They also sent their mascara primer. Now this is one of those white primers. I used it once, and honestly it kind of weighed my lashes down so they didn't hold a curl like they usually do. So that was kind of a turn off, but again, I've only used it once, so I want to try it quite a few more times to decide. I haven't been big on mascara primers as it is, so if you have any primers that you know that are amazing that hold a curl as well, let me know down below, because I am curious to try some like actually great ones. This is, oh, okay, this is an exciting product for me. This is their e.l.f. Hydrating Under Eye Primer, and it's a little pump, and it's like a, a pink little solution or lotion, and it's supposed to be a moisturizing primer. And it feels amazing on my under eye. You do have to let it dry. I used it today before my concealer, so I moisturized my face, and then I actually had put my foundation on. Then I put this under eye primer all over, and it just moisturizes the area so nicely. I mean, and yet I think it holds on to the concealer. I haven't worn it enough times to see if it actually helps prevent concealer from going into your fine lines, but honestly I like it for the moisturizing capability alone. And what I like is that it doesn't make my under eye look greasy once I put concealer on top of it. It really is a nice primer, and I love that it's a tiny pump. I think this is something that I'm gonna end up using every single day because I just like it. And I've always thought that, like, why would you prime your under eye? It's just gonna make it look crepier, or it's gonna, you know, look greasier, but this is kind of bridged the gap perfectly, so I love it. Okay, moving forward. They also sent 2 of their baked blushes. These are more like highlights to me. They sent this Peachy Cheeky is what this one's called. It's kind of a peach colored. This, if you were really fair, you could wear as a blush, but it really is more of like a highlighting color, you know? You could. I mean, I probably could get away with wearing it, but I would rather top a blush with this kind of as like a perfect topping there. And then this one I'm actually wearing today, and this is called Pinktastic, and I've heard a lot of people like this one. It reminds me of my Hard Candy one. I mean, look at that. You could wear that as an eyeshadow straight up. It's an absolutely beautiful kind of golden champagne color. I like it a lot. Now, you do have to use a light hand. I actually used too heavy of a hand today, and I had to kind of take my foundation brush back over it, kind of blend it, because it can look crazy real quick, but it's absolutely beautiful. This doesn't move all day. That's the thing I've noticed about a lot of e.l.f. products. If they're good, they're fantastic, and they don't move. So these are absolutely beautiful. Beautiful highlights. They also sent, I was very excited about this because I haven't heard of these, the e.l.f. Pressed Mineral Bronzers. They sent 2 shades, Tan Toffee and Beach Bronze. Now, Beach Bronze is more of a, they're both warm tones, but Beach Bronze is more of a gray tone, so it looks a little bit better on me when I'm trying to contour with it, whereas this one is more of like an orange tone, a little bit warmer. But I actually am wearing this warm one all over my face. I kind of bronze to match my skin. I really like it. This stuff is really pigmented. I'll swatch both. It is crazy pigmented, so when you use it, there they are there. This one, let me tell you, this one is the Beach Bronze, and then this one is Tan Toffee. they're really, really pigmented. That was one swipe. So you do, again, have to use a light hand. And I was kind of doing it early morning light. So it's too much. I can see that now. So you really have to use a light hand. But again, these don't budge throughout the day. They're amazing. Okay, so the blush I'm wearing today is this e.l.f. Mineral Blush, and it's in the shade Joy. First of all, I'm just falling in love with mineral blushes from a few different companies. But this one is absolutely a beautiful pink color. I'm wearing it, like I said, on my cheeks today. It's just so like light and yet pigmented, but not too pigmented. See, I can't even get a proper swatch of a mineral blush. It's kind of hard to. But it's just this beautiful glow of pink color. Do you see that? And I just noticed that it always makes my skin look flawless. It never really looks patchy when I use mineral blushes from any brand, really. But this one is so inexpensive compared to the one that I love from Everyday Minerals that it's such a nice option. They have a few shades, I'm pretty sure, but this is the one they sent. I might get more because I love it. Okay, moving forward. They also sent some of their cream eyeliners. They didn't send me a black one, which I was kind of sad about because I tried their black cream liner a long time ago, and I think they've redone the formula. I don't know for sure. And I need to get it and try it. This is in Gunmetal, and it's kind of more of like a grayish pewter color. And then this one's metallic olive, and it's like a green. I don't really wear colored liner, so I might pass these on to a sister or a friend that would, just because I know that I just don't wear colored liner. I just don't. I mean, it's not my taste, so why force it? They also sent the Makeup Mist and Set. Now, I've had this before. I used the whole thing up. It is you can use it like before you put on makeup, or if you just don't wear makeup and you just want a refreshing mist. It's lovely on days like that. You can put it on afterwards, and for me, what it does, I don't think it necessarily makes my makeup stay on longer, but what it does for me is if I look really kind of powdery or cakey or crepey, I'll spray this on, a light mist all over my face, and it just kind of reactivates everything, and it makes everything meld together a little bit better. And it's a really inexpensive spray to do that, and I love it. It really is a lovely product. They also sent their Daily Moisture Stick, and the one that I have right now, I think I'm almost out of. The way I use this is let me grab it so I can show you on the one I have open. So what I'll do with it, this is the one I already have, is I'll take the stick, it's kind of like a balmy stick, and I'll just dip my finger in it and then just press it into this area. So if I'm looking really dry or things have settled into fine lines, I'm just actually doing it now, I'll just press it in, and it's almost like it reactivates that area, and it feels good, and it doesn't end up messing up your makeup at all. In fact, it just makes it look better. So I love this for that purpose, so I'm excited to have a backup because this one is almost gone. It's a great product. They also sent this is cool. So I have their primer, again, I'll show it to you. I have their Mineral Face Primer that I really, really like, but I don't use primer every day, and that's just the honest truth. I really don't. I've noticed that the foundations that I love look amazing just as they are, and primers tend to mess with my skin so much in either direction that I end up just liking my skin better with just a moisturizer and then foundation. So that's just the way my skin is, though. But this is their sunscreen face primer, and I love that because like the foundation I'm wearing today is a Revlon, the Color Stay Whipped, and it doesn't have SPF in it. So if I'm going out and I want to wear that, this is awesome to be able to put underneath it. And I love this packaging. I think it's really classy. And then the pump is really, really a good pump. And this is like a thick plastic. So it's just awesome. So I'm excited about that. They also sent their e.l.f. eyebrow kit in medium. Now, I haven't been using powder on my brows in a long time. I fell in love with the Anastasia powder, but I've realized that finding a good pencil, it's way easier to fill in my brows that way than it is with powder. Powder just takes me forever. And I don't really use the wax that comes in these. So I'm excited to have it and to try it. But for everyday use, I just know myself I won't. I just won't. And I think that the powder could work. It's more of like a taupe powder. And I'm hoping it's not gonna pool like red because I'm just weird about that. I don't like when it pools red. So I will give it a try, but I know that if I don't like it, my mom will love it. So if I don't after I try it, I'll pass it on because my mom does like powder for her brows. So, and we have about the same hair color. All right, so they also sent their Shimmering Facial Whip in Spotlight, and I've had this in, so it's like a white type of liquid highlight. I don't use liquid highlight often. I notice that it just, even when I do it with a stippling brush, with my finger, with a beauty blender, it never quite looks right on my skin. No matter what, I've used Benefit High Beam, and so I think I'm gonna, before I even open this, I think I'm gonna pass this on. One of my sisters would look absolutely beautiful with this on her skin, so I'm gonna pass this on before I even open it to her. It is here's what I'll say, because I have tried their facial whips. If you like liquid highlights, you'll love these, because they stay on all day. They're absolutely beautifully glowy. You can mix these with your foundation to make it look glowier. So if you're looking for one and you don't wanna buy like let me pull out, like I've got the Benefit High Beam, and if I was gonna use one, this would be the one that I like. You know, they sell more goldeny ones from Stila, but e.l.f. sells all the different shades like that. And I would say, if you know you're not gonna use it often enough, go with one of these, because they really are nice. I just don't like that type of highlight. So they also sent their SPF 45 sunscreen, but it's like a finely milled powder. And I have quite a few of these e.l.f. products in this packaging. I kind of hate this packaging. It's just so big and bulky. I would much prefer to have it in like a, you know, the Everyday Minerals. They're a lot thinner, and it's probably the same amount of product. But I mean, I love the e.l.f. black sleek packaging. It's just so big, but they always come with their big puff, and then you take the grate off, and yeah. So I will try it out, because I like the idea of, you know, like if you were to put maybe some sort of BB cream on, and then if you were about to go out for the day, like maybe garage sailing, which I'm looking forward to doing soon here because it's spring, you could just dust this SPF 45 all over your face to kind of mattify it in a way, but still provide that SPF coverage on top of maybe the SPF you already have on. Because my problem with SPF is it always makes me look so greasy. So this might be nice to add another layer of SPF, but help to mattify it as well. So I thought that was actually really cool. They also sent one of their duos. Now I think I have all their duos, and I just decluttered some of them. This is their blush and bronzing powder, the matte version, and I actually already have this, so I'm going to save this for a giveaway, because I know that one of you guys would absolutely love this, and this is sold out a lot on their site, so I'm going to save this and put it away in my little giveaway stash. And then this will be another thing added to that, because I already have it. It's the Kabuki face brush, and it is amazing. These are crazy soft. They're just really good for what they are, so I'm gonna add this to the giveaway pile as well. Let me know what you'd like me to review, maybe do more in depth, especially once I've tried a lot more of these. I think that will be way more helpful. So, and in fact, now that I'm thinking about some of the products that I mentioned that maybe I'll give to sisters, I give my sisters a lot of makeup. Maybe I'll throw those into a giveaway. And you know what? Why don't I just do a giveaway right now? You see, now you're seeing the wheels turn. So I think if I were to do a giveaway with these things, and I'm deciding right now I'm going to. It's gonna be this matte duo, this Kabuki face brush, the Shimmering Facial Whip, because like I said, it is a really good product. I just don't like that kind. I'll put it in the Daily Moisture Stick, because I still have a little bit left of mine, and I know you guys will love this. So I'm gonna put that in. Let's see. I'll throw in these cream liners, because again, even though I don't like the colored liner, some of you guys will, so I will throw that in with it as well. I'll throw in this moisturizing lipstick in Wink Pink, because I've got the other one that I already opened and swatched, but this one I haven't. And first of all, I have enough lipsticks, but they look pretty similar in color, and this looks absolutely beautiful. So I know you guys would love that. I'll throw in the other eyeshadows I haven't opened yet. I've already opened and swatched these three, so I wouldn't want to send those on, but I haven't opened these yet, and I will. I really love these, but I know you guys will too, and I've got plenty, so I'm gonna throw those in. What else have I not like opened and swatched? I think all of those I have. Oh, you know what? Well, I'll throw this in too, because I have tons like this, and I can buy another one. The e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set, because it is absolutely amazing. Everything else I've like opened and swatched, so I don't want to necessarily pass that on the way it is. But I think this is gonna be so much fun, so if you're interested in the giveaway that I just decided to do, because I love you guys so much, I will put the Rafflecopter, whatever it's called. I'll put the link for the giveaway below so you can enter. I usually have quite a few ways you can enter, so you can have more entries if you want, etc. All that will be below. If you are interested in more of my e.l.f. videos and other drugstore reviews, definitely subscribe, because there are tons to come, as usual. And I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye!